Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to TJK Network for the quarterfinal round of the NJSIAA Sectional Playoffs. Here on TJK Network, featuring a rival matchup between the Pequannock Golden Panthers and the Kinnelon Colts. It's going to be a very nitty and gritty matchup, as both of these teams have met up twice in the regular season. Pequannock winning at Kinnelon 5-0 with a shutout, and here at home with a result of a 7-2 game. And we were broadcasting that home game on TJK Network. Kinnelon with a record of 11-5-1 as they beat the number 8 seed with a score of 3-1, and Pequannock 17-1. And if Pequannock were to win this game, they will become the most winningest team for this forever, I think, in Pequannock history. Before we go over anything, here is the current bracket. Of course, the winner of the Kinnelon Pequannock series will play the Waldwick Kidney series. And your starting goalkeeper for the Panthers, number 0, Zoe Wisner, with a record of 17-1, 100 total saves, averaging 5.56. Her save percentage is a .926, averaging .44 goals against. Very solid stats for Zoe Wisner. Looking forward to this solid rivalry matchup, and I believe the starting goalkeeper for the Colts is number 0, Kelly Donaldson. And here we are getting ready for kickoff, folks. Here on TJK Network, your broadcaster of the Pequannock Panthers. Tyler Kaspazak here reporting, as well as Aiden Garcia, assistant here.
I'd say this Pequannock girls soccer team is looking very impressive for the season, depending on with their record and just in general.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing this one in is Cerullo. Bringing in the pressure. It will deflect off of Avado. Kicked up high and wide left side. Zoe Wisner will roll this one back to Addie Van Letten to kick for it. Here's the kick out to center. And this ball will make its way to Kelly Donaldson. And this one will be kicked out to center. Little battle for it, and it makes its way to Cerullo. Cerullo with it again. She'll take it a little bit back before passing it to Paradica. Picked off by Victoria Locke at center still. Through center it will go. It will deflect off and make its way to Shayla Osmansky. Battle for it. Victoria Locke to bring it in. On the rush is Caitlin Ziegler. Excuse me, Emily Ziegler. Mixed up the sisters there. What? Yeah, and then you can switch. That's perfect. Enjoy, though. It's going to be good. Also, Jason Crow will be joining us, too, as he's in the box. The whole part of the whole squad's here. Cerullo with it. Apologize for mixing up the Ziegler sisters. Bringing it in, and Addie Van Letten will kick that one out from Kinnelon's entry. Attempted entry. And that ball will make itself all the way towards Kelly Donaldson. And kicked up high to center. It will go off of Karis Blakely. And it will make its way from Schmaltz to Cerullo. This one's brought into Pequannock's zone, offensive zone. Caitlin Ziegler was on the rush, but it was caught by Kelly Donaldson. Brought in from Samantha Cunha. Kicked out to center. It'll go off the head. And Emily Ziegler on the rush. This one goes out. But it is Pequannock's ball and Katrina McMahon to bring this one in.
Both teams looking to struggle right now a little bit on scoring. Keeping the ball on their own side, too. Very competitive here.
Yeah, this game is a lot different in the playoffs here. Even though Pequannock was very dominant in the regular season against Kinnelon, playoffs, anything can happen as the field hockey team, which was the number 13 seed, upset the number 4 seeded Ramsey squad. So anything can happen in the playoffs, and anything can happen in Pequannock. Brought in by Samantha Cunha. And this one makes its way out of bounds. Pequannock still with it. With Samantha Cunha to bring this one in. Brought up high. Battle for it is Alexandra Ortega. Ortega with it from the side. And this one will get picked off and taken out of bounds. And kicking for the corner kick. Shayla Osmansky with it. Here it is. Battle for it up front. It will go off the head of the Colts. Ortega to bring it to the net and just wide on the right side. And Kelly Donaldson will grab that ball for the Colts.
Panthers getting very close to a scoring opportunity there.
Big time scoring opportunity. Panthers always like to start off strong and bring in the pressure, which is what their momentum has been for most of the regular season. Addie Van Letten at center. Takes this one to Karis Blakely. On the rush is Victoria Locke, trying to battle it with Julia Baker. And it was passed to Parodica and picked off by McMahon. At center, Victoria Locke takes this one back to Addie Van Letten. Now Rachel Cunningham. On the battle was Julia Baker. And we're going to have a whistle, and this will be taken to Pequannock side of the field. What's the call? Colts will be kicking, that being Olivia Parodica. Kicked off the head, and it will make its way wide of Zell Wisner. Not out of bounds yet. Still in bounds as Kinnelon holds on. On the rush, Mullick. Taken back out the center to Donaldson. And Panthers picked that one off. Victoria Locke with it. Now taken to Shayla Osmansky. And that one was taken as well. Pequannock gets this one back. Samantha Cunha with it. Bringing it in. Just wide of Caitlin Ziegler on the pass. And it will make its way to Kelly Donaldson as she'll pick that one up. Pequannock trying to find themselves the best chances they can. And they are capitalizing on that. Kinnelon has gotten some offensive zone time, but not that much. And this one's brought in by Van Letten. And right there was Caitlin Ziegler, given to Shayla Osmansky. Now to Ortega. Ortega with it. And to the net, just wide on the left side.
Golden Panthers spending a lot of time in the offensive zone of Kinnelon. Getting pretty close to some scoring opportunities here.
Brandon. And Kinnelon to kick this one out to center. This one will make its way to Ortega before going out of bounds. And we got Bobby Van Riper out on the field recording for the girls team. Shout out to him. Makes great videos. Follow him on Instagram at Van Riper Visuals. We use his footage a lot for a lot of these trailers, so greatly appreciated from him. This ball makes its way in, but then gets taken out. And Victoria Locke tries to bring it in again before getting picked off. And through center. And into Pequannock zone. Katrina McMahon on the rush. Katrina McMahon tries to get this one out. A little battle for it from Emily Ziegler. And Emily Ziegler keeps this one in. Katrina McMahon battling for that. She's able to battle for it, but the refs will call that one. Is that a foul? They'll call that one a foul right there. This one's kicked in to the net, and Zoe Wisner there to pick that one up. And a lot of the fans starting to fill up the stands. This one will go out of bounds. Left side of Zoe Wisner. Addie Van Letten to kick for this drive. Here we go. Van Letten brings this one all the way into the Panthers' offensive zone here. And the whistle will point towards Pequannock's offensive side as they will get ready to set up here. They'll set up here for the free kick. And Addie Van Letten to kick for the free kick. Here's the kick from Van Letten. And it'll go off of Julia Baker and make its way out. Van Letten with this one again. She'll kick it in towards the net, and it will go wide on the right side of Kelly Donaldson. You know you have those there if you need those. Kicked out. And it will go out of bounds. Brought back into play at center from Parodica. And this ball will make its way to Zoe Wisner. Kicked out by Zoe Wisner at center. Battle for it. And it makes its way to Julia Baker. Now to Cirillo. Now back to Parodica. And that one's taken by Rachel Cunningham. And Victoria Locke will bring this one through. And it will go into Kinnelon zone, and Kelly Donaldson to pick this one up. Kicked up high. Through center. And this one will go out of bounds with Katrina McMahon play this one back in. McMahon to bring this one back in. Off the back of Victoria Locke. Kicked up high by Caitlin Ziegler. Now off of the chest of Rachel Cunningham. Now Victoria Locke. From the right side, a little too wide of a pass. Could not connect it to Emily Ziegler, and this one will go out of bounds. Kicked out. Will battle for it by Parodica. And she'll take this one back to Kelly Donaldson. Not out of the zone, though. And Kinnelon with it, but Pequannock trying to battle and put pressure to keep it in. Currently with it is Cirillo. And Kinnelon takes this one out. That being Cirillo. Kicked up high. Kicked up high again. This one makes its way off the head of Shayla Osmansky. On the other side is Alexandra Ortega. She'll bring this one in to Caitlin Ziegler as it's picked off and taken out of bounds.
A lot of balls going out of bounds today for both sides.
Yeah, this game is very gritty and a lot of defensive plays to take this one out of bounds. A lot of pressure from the sides. Bring this one in was Samantha Cunha. Little bow for it. And now on the rush is Cirillo. Now a little battle for it. Pequannock tries to pick this one off, and the refs will call that one. Foul, right? Refs will call the foul on Kinnelon for that one. And Addie Van Letten will kick. Guys are just tuning in. We welcome you to the NJSIAA Section 1 Group 1 Tournament Quarterfinal on TJK Network. Pequannock, the number 1 seed, facing the number 9 seed, the Colts. Take it to the net from Caitlin Ziegler. It will go wide on the left side. Kinnelon takes this one out. Currently on the rush, Riley Chomka with this. Ortega now. Alexandra Ortega. Get this one to Riley Tecumber on the rush. Riley Tecumber shot. Stopped by Donaldson. Ortega from the side. Up front, nobody there. Pequannock nearly getting this one on the board with Riley Tecumber with it. Katrina McMahon now with this one. Taken to Riley Tecumber. Riley Tecumber gets this one through. And she gets it to Caitlin Ziegler. Ziegler on the rush. Ziegler trying to battle from it against Donaldson. Kate Donaldson, not Kelly Donaldson. There may be siblings on the team. This one was taken out of bounds, and Katrina McMahon to drive this one back in. Back to Katrina McMahon from Rachel Cunningham. Now Caitlin Ziegler. Battle for it with Cirillo. Taken out. And into Pequannock zone. On the rush. Battle for it. Taylor Milk. And she'll take this one to the net, and Zoe Wisner will be there to pick this one up.
Both teams getting somewhat close to a scoring opportunity, which is pretty impressive from both sides, being very, very competitive here.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of a dynamic change from the Colts, as they are not wanting to get blown out by Pequannock like they have in the regular season. As this is the playoffs, is when it's all matters. So they're doing their absolute best defensively, and I've seen it, the improvement that they have been trying to do to prepare for this game. Rachel Cunningham. Shayla Zvansky. Now Alexandra Ortega. Ortega gets tripped, and that will be a foul on Kinnelon. And they will stop the clock for an injury timeout. Ortega is able to get up, and she will be okay. Looks like she might have fell on her right shoulder somewhere as she's holding it, so definitely somewhere around there. She seems to be okay. Take it to the net, and it will go over Kelly Donaldson.
That kick almost going in.
Yeah, if it was a little bit lower, she could have beaten the goalkeeper. We're not in hockey season yet. Soon to be in December 8th. Looking forward to the hockey season as TJK Network will be taking over for WMPQ this year, which we're very looking forward to. So yeah, soccer, it's goalkeepers. My fault on that. But anyways. Currently battling for it. As the Colts are able to pressure on the defense in. They'll get this one out, but it will go out of bounds. Brought back in. It will go off the head and out of bounds again. We've reached less than 20 minutes in our first half, a little past halfway in our first half. And we are still scoreless, 0-0. Ortega will play this one in. And Kelly Donaldson will go out of her net to pick this one up. Kicked up high by Kelly Donaldson to center. Off the head of Katrina McMahon. Riley DeCumber tries to get that ball, but Kinnelon's able to capitalize. Off the head of Addie Van Letten as Kinnelon tries to bring it in. At center, Shayla Zmansky tries to bring this one in. Kinnelon will take this one all the way into Pequannock zone, and Zoe Wisner will pick this one up. This ball went out of bounds. Brought back in. Kinnelon trying to set up, and Pequannock takes it out. It'll go out of bounds, and the Panthers will have this ball. Brought in by McMahon. Victoria Locke. Locke to McMahon, it goes out. Brought in by the Colts. Currently with it. Mook. She brings this one in. This one will go out of bounds. Kinnelon still with the ball. They bring it back in, and Kinnelon tries to set up here. Battle for it. Shayla Osmansky takes this one out. On the rush. Riley DeCumber trying to catch up to it, and she will. Riley DeCumber plays this one through, and she'll make her way to it. Shot towards the net, and it's picked up by Kelly Donaldson.
Pequannock getting very close to some scoring opportunities.
Majorly now as they progress later throughout this first half here. In the round a little earlier, Pequannock had a lot of couple of chances on the free kicks and corner kicks they had. But Kinnelon here starting to rebound themselves a little bit going into this game later in this first half. And Pequannock will be the ones with this ball. Battle for it on the sideline, and it will make its way out. Victoria Locke. And this one's taken out. And the Big Panther will play this one. No, it was muted. And Kinnelon takes this one in. This ball inbound still. Kinnelon still trying to put on pressure here. Kicked to the net. And it will go wide on the right side of Zell Wisner. And kicking for this will be Addie Van Letten. Out to center. Kicked up high by, I believe that was Rachel Cunningham. Yes, it was. And it will go off the head of her. And Kinnelon with this ball again. And the Colts with a free kick here. Brought to the net. Off the head of Addie Van Letten. This one makes its way to Riley DeCumber. She will play this one through. Great play, but picked off by Parodica. Brought in and taken out again. Pequannock's defense holding well with the pressure. Taken through center to Alexandra Ortega. Ortega bringing this one in. Ortega gives this one to Victoria Locke. At center was Van Letten to bring this one in. Kicked up high by Victoria Locke, and this one will go out of bounds. Left side of Kelly Donaldson. Kicked out. This one went out, and the Colts will play this one back in. currently with it. Pequannock bringing in the pressure. She'll kick this one to the net, and it will go wide on the right side. Addie Van Len to kick this one. Van Len with the kick. Emily Ziegler at center. Playing this one through to Caitlin Ziegler. Violet DeCumber not able to make it to that. It gets played back to center. Big hit, or major collision here. This one will be a foul on Kinnelon. Foul on Pequannock, as refs will point towards Kinnelon's offensive direction. And kicking for this will be Kate Donaldson. Kicked by Kate Donaldson into the Panthers zone, and Addie Van Letten was there, as will deflect off of her, and she'll take this one out to center. Kicked back in from the Colts, and this one will make its way out of bounds. Brought in. Kept in from the Colts as they'll hold. Avado to bring this one in. Zoe Wisner will rush out of her net, and we'll pick this one up. This one was taken out. And it will make its way through center and in Kinnelon's zone. And it will be picked up by Kelly Donaldson. Picked up high. Off ahead, and the head of Riley Chomko. And this one's kicked in by Cunha. This one will go out of bounds with Kelly Donaldson there to pick this one up. Left side of her net. Less than 10 minutes remaining in our first half, and we are still scoreless. A lot of decent scoring chances from the Panthers mainly, but a little bit also, Kinnelon has gotten a couple of good opportunities here.
Yeah, both sides performing relatively well on both sides of the ball.
At center right now. Ortega. Bring this one into Kinnelon's zone. Brought in. Making its way to Emily Ziegler. Emily Ziegler with it. It gets picked off. And Emily Ziegler is tripped by Pequannock, and this will be a foul on Kinnelon. Big opportunity on this free kick here, as it is a lot closer to the net. We'll see if Addie Van Letten can capitalize on this opportunity. Here we go. Van Letten with the kick to the net. It will be stopped by Kelly Donaldson. She was not able to catch it, but it will deflect away and make its way out of bounds. Battle for on the sideline was Cunha and Ortega. And it was given to Shayla Osmansky. Osmansky takes this one back out to center. And McMahon will re-enter. Emily Ziegler to Caitlin Ziegler. On the rush, Caitlin Ziegler from the side. Caitlin Ziegler takes it up front. And it's stopped by Kelly Donaldson.
Goalie really taking the grunt of the impact right now with the Pequannock offense.
Yeah, the goalkeeper has been making a lot of saves. And Kinnelon just fouled again, and Van Letten will kick again. Here's the kick from Addie Van Letten. Up front of the net. A little battle for it. Scramble for it. To the net. Scores! Panthers get on the board. What a play. That was Riley Chomko with the goal. Let's take a look at your instant replay. That kick was a little bit of a scrum for it, and it made its way through to Riley Chomko. And she was the one to get on the board for the Panthers here. Big trip here. And we're going to have a foul here. This one will be a foul on Pequannock, and Kinnelon will get their chance to kick here, our opportunity. Kick to the net. Deflected by Zoe Wisner as she'll stop it. And it will go out of bounds. Kicked from the corner, I believe, or brought in. And this one goes off the head of Addie Van Letten. And she'll take this one through center. Van Letten playing this one. Van Letten on the rush. And she'll get tripped for a Kinnelon foul. And number 10, Alessia Cirillo, gets a yellow card. So she has to get taken off here. Here we go. Van Letten with the kick. Rush to the net, and it will be stopped by Kelly Donaldson here. Kicked out to center. Samantha Cunha now. Off the head. And makes its way to Caitlin Zegler. They'll bring it in. Riley Chomko with defensive pressure from Kate Donaldson, and it will go out of bounds. Kicked out. And this one will go out of bounds. Riley Chomko to play this one to Richard Cunningham. Shot! Save! Rebound! Scores! Zegler makes this one 2-0. What a play!
What a play here for the Panthers in the last 3 minutes of the period. In the last 3 minutes of the half, sorry.
And the Panthers now lead by 2-0. Ziegler with the second goal here. That being Emily Ziegler. Ortega. Pequannock on a rush again, and this one's picked off. Ortega. Well, unfortunately, Chip, the Colts player. Kicked in. Out to center. Chomko try to get that, but it will go over. Ball will make its way into Kinnelon's zone before being taken out. Shayla Osmansky with this, and this one's taken. Deflected out. Off of Riley Chomko. Shayla Osmansky gets this one and brings this one in. Kicked out again. This time it will go out of bounds. Kinnelon will bring this one back in. Here we go. Kicked up by Ortega. Now Shayla Osmansky brings this one in. And Kelly Donaldson will pick this one up, leaving the net. Kicked up high. The center. Off the head of Van Letten. Taken out to center. On the rush, Rachel Cunningham. Cunningham brings this one nearly to Ziegler, but that pass will unfortunately not make it to Ziegler, and it will make its way to Kelly Donaldson. This one was taken out, but Pequannock still putting in offensive pressure. Shayla Osmansky takes this one to the net. And Kelly Donaldson will have to rush out to pick that one up. Less than 30 seconds remaining in our first half. Out at center. 15 seconds to go. Kinnelon to kick this one. That being Veronica. At center, a battle for it still. Riley Chomko try to get a piece of that. And that will end off our first half here. And Pequannock will lead 2-0. Riley Chomko with the first goal to get the Panthers on the board. And Emily Ziegler on the rebound. Solid play by the Pequannock Panthers. And they will look to continue the momentum in the second half. Don't leave the broadcast. We will have a quick 10-minute intermission. My name is Tarek Isaac, reporting to you live on TJK Network, followed by Aiden Garcia and Jason Crow. And we'll see you in about 10 minutes here, folks. Good afternoon, everybody on TJK Network. We welcome you back, getting ready for the second half here on TJK Network. The score currently, Panthers lead 2-0. Goals from Riley Chomko and Emily Ziegler. Panthers look forward to extending this lead. 40 minutes to the clock for the second half. So here we are, getting ready for the second half kickoff here on TJK Network. Tara Kasperzak here reporting, and Jason Crow on the side right here.
I am, in fact, here. Had an excellent first half. A lot of back and forth until Pequannock finally opened up the scoring. So let's have a good second half.
And there's Jason Crow for y'all folks as Addie Van Letten brings this one up. This one will go out of bounds. Brought in and kicked up high by number 19, Mulk. Riley Chomko tries to battle with this one. And Ortega gets this one in.
She can take down the side.
Ortega
cross.
takes this one to the net, but it's blocked. Kicked up high to center. And this one goes out of bounds. Brought back in. Kicked up high. Kicked in, and it will make its way to Zoe Wisner. She'll pick this one up. At center, battling for this one. Karis Blakely tries to take this one out, but it's blocked. On the sideline, this one will make its way out of bounds. And bringing this one back in was the Colts. Karis Blakely with it. She takes this one to Ortega. And it will make its way out.
Surprised nobody stepped to that. Despite the fact it was on the line, realistically, the ball has to fully go over the line for it to be fully out. And for the ref to be able to call it out.
Brought back into play. Kicked up high. Over to Addie Van Letten. Van Letten brings this one to Ziegler, Emily Ziegler. And Shayla Osmansky. And then back to Emily Ziegler. And now Emily Ziegler's on the side here. She'll bring this one to Shayla Osmansky before getting picked off by Julia Baker. Battle for it with Samantha Cunha. And this one will be... This one's a foul on the Panthers. I believe Samantha Cunha was holding. And it will be a free kick for the Colts here. Poradica kicking this one in. Kicked through center. Makes its way to Ortega.
Gonna take down the right side. Blows past the first defender. And it's a cross that's blocked. That's gonna be a throw in for Pequannock. Got a good, strong offense right now.
Starting off pretty strong, which is pretty solid.
Oh, yeah. First 5 minutes, good pressure. It's a throw. And Osmanski.
Osmanski may have gotten a piece of that, but it was wide on the right side of the net, and it will trickle behind.
It's a corner. It did hit off one of the Kinnelon players. So, Pequannock still has the ball. There's the cross. And the goalie jumps up and punches that one out.
Kelly Donaldson with the save right there to punch that one out.
Yeah. It was a good save. It's throwing for Pequannock. It's going to roll out. And it's going to switch back to Kinnelon for the throw.
Taking through center here. Makes its way to Samantha Cunha. And now Emily Ziegler on the rush. And this one will go out of bounds. And this ball makes its way across to Ortega. And McMahon plays this one to center.
Man, it was clearly on the white jersey stomach. On her stomach, too.
This one makes its way across.
Oh, you didn't call that one, huh?
Addie Van Letten to Samantha Cunha here. Addie Van Letten gets hit hard by Olivia Peronica, and that will be a foul on the Colts.
That was a clean tackle, huh?
PK? No.
That's a free kick.
Van Letten with the free kick. And it'll just go up front of the net and be taken out.
It's going to come back to Zoe, who's going to blast that one up. Good header backwards.
And this one will go out of bounds.
Indeed.
Aiden.
Kinnelon's got it on Pequannock's right side there on left side.
Free heat in here.
And Maya's going to take down the right side. Pequannock's got it on the right side.
Brought in. Shayla Osmanski with it. And Rachel Cunningham will take that. At center now was Addie Van Letten. And now Samantha Cunha. Back to Van Letten. And she'll kick that one in. Lally Chomko will have a collision there. Nothing called. And it will make its way to Kelly Donaldson.
Huh? Trips on each other.
Pequannock will win the 50-50.
Center.
Kinnelon's going to take it down.
And brought in to Pequannock zone, and it will get taken out. Taken out of bounds, specifically, and Kinnelon will play this one back in. And the Colts bring this one back in. This ball will make its way to Caitlin Ziegler as she'll bring this one out to center, but it will go out of bounds. Picked over. Zoe Wisner needing to get out of her net to try to catch that, but Kinnelon was on a breakaway there, but Pequannock was able to catch up in time for that. Samantha Cunha battling as it will go out of bounds.
Pequannock's got throw in here. As they sub out Riley Chomko for Riley DeCumber. Emily Ziegler's got it. Giving it to Osmansky, going down, giving it to Caitlin Ziegler. Out to Alex Ortega. And strong defense from Pequannock right now. And then take it down. Kinnelon's going to take it down there on the right side. But it's going to get taken away.
And that's center. Alexander Ortega tries to get a piece of that. Ortega tries to get a piece of that, but it is picked off by the Colts. Makes its way to Shayla Osmansky. And Karis Blakely to take that one out. Kicked up high. And Zoe Wisner will rush out of her net to pick that one up. Kicked up high off the head of Rachel Cunningham. Shayla Osmansky trying to play this one through. She'll get this one into Kinnelon's zone. Nobody there, though. But Emily Ziegler tries to catch up. She gets it past. Shot! Scores! Riley DeCumber! Makes it 3-0 Panthers! What a play!
It was a great tap pass from Ziegler.
And the Panthers now
straight to
lead by
Riley.
3. Let's take a look at your instant replay. And now the Panthers capitalize on another goal here. And this ball will go out of bounds. So 3 goals scored by Riley Chomko, Emily Ziegler, and Riley DeCumber. For Pequannock, Kinnelon still scoreless. And the Panthers on a rush again. Riley DeCumber 2. Emily Ziegler shot, and it will just go wide on the left side. Taken out at center and brought in to Kinnelon's zone before Kinnelon takes this one out. Kicked up high. Shazmansky. And Cunha tries to keep that one in, but it will go out of bounds. Brought in by the Colts. And it's brought up high. Kicked up high by Kinnelon again. And Shayla Osmansky here to take this one out. Kicked to Ortega through center. And on the rush was the Panthers before it making its way to Kate Donaldson. Good effort by the Panthers to rush there. It did go out of bounds, and the Panthers will play this one back in, and it will deflect back out of bounds for Kinnelon to now get the ball. Kicked up high at center. Karis Blakely will kick this one up high. It will go up the head. And it will be Kinnelon's ball. I believe it may have went out of bounds from that. Kicked out to Addie Van Letten. On the rush. And Kinnelon picks this one off, and this ball makes its way to Zoe Wisner. She'll pick this one up.
This one's sent down the right side for Alex Ortega. Ortega's going to play it back to Caitlin Ziegler. It's blocked cross, back. Sent back in, shot. Very close, very close.
That one just went wide, right up front on the left side.
Just wide. And now it's going to be Kinnelon's go kick.
And Kinnelon, of course, kick in, that being Olivia Parodica. Kicked out to 7. Kicked out to center. Brought back in by Ortega. Ortega on the rush from the side. Ortega with it. Brought up front to Emily Ziegler, and she'll shoot it, and it will be stopped by Kelly Donaldson as she'll pick that one up. Rally to Cumber, to Emily Ziegler, now to Shayla Osmansky. And it will get picked off, and then picked off back by the Panthers. Shayla Osmansky brings this one in to Riley DeCumber. Riley DeCumber battling for that. She's able to get it back to Emily Ziegler. Ziegler, shot. Stopped by Kelly Donaldson.
Hey,
So Wisner having to get out of her net to play that ball out as it went into Pequannock's zone. This ball was out of bounds, but it will be Pequannock's ball. Katrina McMahon to bring this one back in. The ball went out of bounds again. Addie Van Letten the kick. Kicked by Van Letten. Rachel Cunningham with it. At center. Samantha Cunha having to play this one back a bit more. And it was played by Katrina McMahon. Still in bounds. Now Rachel Cunningham on the rush. Shayla Osmansky. Now to Emily Ziegler. And we're going to have a whistle here. And it will be an offsides call on Pequannock.
how was that offside when both of them were in back of the right?
Kicked out. Samantha Cunha. Front of the net. Caitlin Ziegler with this one. Shot. And stopped by Kelly Donaldson. Had to lunge out to get that one a bit.
As you do notice, the goalie is very likes to bobble the ball when it's saved. So Pequannock can take advantage of that if they get a hard shot through.
Yeah, I agree with that. Currently playing this through is Parodica. And she'll take this one into Pequannock zone before being blocked by Rachel Cunningham. And Addie Van Letten bringing this loose ball out. Riley DeCumber stumbling there, was able to get that though. And hold it off for a second. And this one will go out of bounds. Brought back in by Samantha Cunha. At center, Riley Chomko and Shayla Osmansky battling for that, and Kinnelon takes this one. Parodica plays it in before it being taken out from Karis Blakely to Caitlin Ziegler, and now in possession is Alexandra Ortega as she'll bring this one in. Riley Chomko now with it with a shot, and it was stopped, but it is loose. But Kinnelon gets this one out. Kicked up high. We're also a little past halfway. Shot. Stopped, but still not there. And a rebound, and it goes over the net. And the goalkeeper, Kelly Donaldson, is hurting. And we're going to have the clock stopped for an injury timeout here. Kelly Donaldson got hit pretty hard as the Panthers try to rush there on that drive. Kelly Donaldson will get up. And this one's kicked out by Kinnelon here. At center, It will make its way into Pequannock zone. Karis Blakely will play this one back to Zoe Wisner, and she'll kick this one out. On the rush is Kaylin Ziegler. Ball is picked off, but not taken out of bounds. Kinnelon with it. Kinnelon on the rush. Parodica, nowhere to go. Shot, and a goal. Olivia Parodica will bring the lead down to 2 for the Colts. And Kinnelon gets themselves on the board. So Kinnelon enters on that breakaway right there, gets through the defense. Number 5, Olivia Parodica, right there. She'll take the shot right over Zoe Wisner and beat her. And will get Kinnelon on the board here. And now it is a 3-1 soccer game right here.
Alex Ortega down the right side. And breaks past ball, played to the center, gets it back after it was blocked. Bringing it back. Taken away.
Parodica plays this one for the Colts all the way into Pequannock zone. McMahon tries to reach that before the ball makes its way out of bounds. On the sideline, as the Panthers battle for it in their zone, it will make its way to Addie Van Letten, and she'll take this one out. And Kinnelon will take this one out of bounds, and Pequannock with the ball here. Taken out of bounds again. And this ball gets taken back to Pequannock zone with Samantha Cunha there for it. Cunha keeps this play alive. Riley Chomko now. Riley Chomko gets this one through. Now Emily Ziegler with it. Emily Ziegler one-on-one. And Ziegler passes this one to Shayla Osmansky. Shot by Osmansky. Stuck by Kelly Donaldson.
The goalie dived early and almost was beaten. But, yeah.
She shot it a lot more, I believe, top shelf.
Oh, yeah.
Way higher. It could have beaten her.
Oh, yeah. It's almost like
Beating
she
the
fell
goalkeeper.
before trying to make the save.
Yeah, it's way more difficult to make the save
Yeah.
because the net is way bigger. And, of course, you have to try to jump for that. This ball will be brought into Pequannock's zone, and it will get taken out of bounds. Brought in. Addie Van Letten will kick this one to Ortega. Ortega gets this one out at center. And Kinnelon will take themselves back and bring this ball to Kelly Donaldson to play it. Kelly Donaldson gets this one out to center, but Ortega back with the ball to bring this one in. But it will go out of bounds, but it will be Pequannock's ball. This one's brought up high. Battle for it. Riley Chomko had a piece of that, but unfortunately, couldn't capitalize on a shot, and this ball gets taken out of bounds. Brought back in by the Colts, taken out of bounds again. Colts with the ball again. Picked up high and out. Samantha Cunha brings this one up high. And we're going to have an injury here as the time will get stopped here with 12:41 left. And we're going to have an injury timeout as one of the Colts players got hit in the face.
Just to show you, they don't know what the hell they're looking at. They don't understand the game.
She will be able to get up and will make her way to the bench. That person who got knocked down was number 19, Taylor Mulk. Kicked up high. And Samantha Cunha tries to get a piece of it. It will go out of bounds, but it is the Panthers' ball. And the Panthers bring this one in. Shot. Stopped by Kelly Donaldson. What a play there. As the Panthers try to capitalize on another goal here.
Corner.
What do you say about that, Jason?
It was a good. It was a great ball up into the center. Could have gotten a better shot or played it out wide to Alex Ortega and get the goal and make it 4-1. But a corner. Corners are good too.
Shayla Osmansky to bring this one in. Off the head. Right up front of the net. But Kinnelon is able to get this one out. And it will go out of bounds.
And now it is back to Pequannock.
Pequannock bring this one back in, of course.
And that's going to be another corner. As the assistant referee on the outside had signaled to the main ref in the center that it's going to be a corner and not a goal kick. Okay.
From the corner, brought in. Up at front, a battle for it, and Kelly Donaldson gets this one. We're getting a bit of a breeze here. Through center. This ball is out of bounds, and the Colts to bring this one in. Brought in by the Colts. It went out of bounds again. Colts still with it. Taken out again. Colts set up. Shot. And it's just wide of the net, right side. Zoe Wisner got ready to dive down for that. And we have reached our 10-minute mark in the game, folks. 10 minutes remaining in our second half of this game.
It's been a great second half from both ends. Keeping it even. Pequannock, obviously, as we know, they won the first half 2-0. Now it's a even 1-1 here. So it's been a great half from both ends. A lot more offense produced from Pequannock. So here comes another attack. And they get nothing out. All right, now they have the ball back.
Zegler
Staying
with
down
it.
the right side.
Zegler. Emily Zegler, to be specific. Ortega now. Ortega plays this one up front. Rebound from
Shot saved.
Rachel Cunningham, and it was saved by Donaldson. Kicked out to center. It'll bounce off the ground before making its way off the head of Karis Blakely. That ball will go out of bounds. Brought back in by the Colts. And it will go out of bounds again. The Colts to bring it back in. And once again, it will go across the yellow line and go out of bounds again. Brought in. And this time it will stay in. Colts will battle for possession before getting taken by Shayla Osmansky. On the rush, Ziegler.
Oh, that's a foul.
And we're going to have a foul right here on the Colts.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And here we go. It's going to be a penalty shot.
In the box. That's a
Oh, we're
foul.
getting a penalty
Pequannock.
kick right here.
You know, I went 7 for 7 on these during our season. is
Jason
like
Crow
my
was a solid
specialty.
player right here.
Oh yeah,
We'll see what's going to happen here.
I love watching these.
And here we
Okay.
go, folks. And kicking will be Emily Ziegler. Here we go. Shot. Scores! Emily Ziegler makes this game 4-1 and will make this lead by 3 goals now. Let's take a look at your instant replay, ladies and gentlemen. Great shot by Ziegler. Beats the goaltender by shooting on the left side. Shayla Osmansky with it. Shayla Osmansky beating through the defense. Shot!
Yes.
Top shelf. Rebound. Scores! Riley DeCumber from Shayla Osmansky on the rebound. And now it is 5-1 Panthers. Take a look at that, ladies and gentlemen, right there. What a play. Shayla Osmansky nearly had that goal. It went off the crossbar, and then it made its way to Riley DeCumber, and she was able to hit that off her head on the rebound to make this game a 4-goal lead. And Zoe Wisner here with a immaculate save to keep this game 5-1. Taken out. And this one goes out of bounds. And we currently have 6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in our second half. Pequannock leads by 4 goals. And the Colts will be kicking right here. Here's the kick. Caught by Zoe Wisner. Taken out. Shayla Osmansky gets that one picked off. Another shot. And this one goes wide, left side the net here. Addie Van Lent's kick for this one right here. And this one gets taken out of bounds. Kicked in by Kinnelon here. Taken out, but not out to center. And Kinnelon still holds on with Pequannock pressuring on the defense here. Currently with it, Cirillo. Now to Schmaltz. And this ball will make its way to the right side of the net. Out of bounds. Four minutes and 10 seconds remaining in our second half. Taken out. To center, Ziegler to Osmanski. And this one will make its way out of bounds with Kinnelon having the ball, bringing it back in. And we're going to have the time stopped here. And we're going to have a couple sub-ins here. Player change. At center. Currently with us, Shayla Osmanski. She brings this one in. And this one's taken out by Schmaltz, and it will go out of bounds. Cunha brings this one back in. And Kelly Donaldson will pick that one up. Taken out. Battle for it. Ortega. And McMahon tries to bring it in, but Kinnelon is able to hold. Kinnelon tries to set up through center. Currently with it, Cirillo. Brought in again. And to the net. It will make its way to Zoe Wisner, and she will hold on to it. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in our second half, folks. Taken out. Out of bounds again. It was brought back into play. Kinnelon's with it again. Battle for it. Matea Dimitrowska. Dimitrowska trying to hold on to there. And it was picked off, and it will be a foul on the Panthers. Kicked to the net off the head of Addie Van Letten. Colts trying to hold on here. Caitlin Ziegler and Rachel Cunningham putting on defensive pressure. Shot. Saved by Zoe Wisner, but she couldn't hold on, but she'll dive out of her net to grab that loose ball. Taken out here at center. And this one will be taken out of bounds. At center, it was picked off by Shayla Osmansky from the Colts. And now to Kaylee Bunsen. And that gets picked off by Kate Donaldson. And now Olivia Parodica will give it to Julia Baker, and she'll kick that one out there. And we're going to have a foul on the Colts.
Every time they call against them, against them, it's
And there is 10 seconds, less than 10 seconds remaining. Now 5. And Pequannock will just hold on. And we'll kick it for the final drive. And the Panthers win. And they move on to the semifinals of the NJSIAA State Sectional Playoffs, folks. And improve to an 18-1 record, which I believe is Coach McBurney's most winningest season.
system doesn't work out here. The system doesn't work out here. You guys did a good job for it.
So the Panthers will win with a final score of 5-1, showing their absolute domination against their rival team, the Kinnelon Colts. Kinnelon will get knocked out of the quarterfinals and will fall down to an 11-6-1 record, and that's what they'll finish their season with. Pequannock here will move on to the semifinals and will play the winners of the Kidney Series. We're going to take a look on that right now to see if the bracket has been updated, so stay with us for one more second.
So when is the next game?
And the teams will go for their handshakes here. We are currently pulling up the tournament here for Section 1, Group 1. And I think we pulled up the wrong one here. Here we go, folks. I have it right here, and we currently have no update yet on the Waldwick Kidney Series. So we're going to have to update you when that game comes out, but the next game will be played on Thursday at 4 p.m., I believe. So be sure to tune in live on TJK Network for the semifinals of your Pequannock girls soccer team. So your final score, once again, 5-1 Panthers. And we'll improve to an 18-1-0 record and move on to the semifinals. And Kinnelon finishes with a 11-6-1 record, I believe. And here come the Panthers. So Kinnelon finishes 11-6-1. I got it correct. And that's how their season will end, being eliminated in the quarterfinals. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast here on TJK Network. Be sure to tune in on Thursday for the semifinals of the NJSIAA State Sectional Playoffs for your Pequannock girls soccer team. My name is Tyler Kazazak, reporting to you live this game, followed by Jason Crow and Aiden Garcia. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. Peace out.